Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Today is, February 2nd. Ooh, it's February 2nd, a Tuesday. Today is February 2nd, a Friday. If today is your Friday, well, I hope you can make it through the rest of the day. Ooh, whoopsies. And if it is not your Friday, well, if it is not your Friday, I believe that you can get through your Friday with whatever you need to do. So, yes. So where are we? We finished the practical exam. We finished the midterms. We scored really well on that. We are now on our field study. Well, we're not on our field study. We are on our way to the field study. And it is where Gaius was raised. We get to see where Gaius came from. That's awesome. That's about it. We're about to board the train. Let's start, shall we? Wrong direction. Oops. Sorry. We are on our way to the Trista station, everyone. We have bought everything we can. We have all the money. Time to go. Yes. I guess I should read what the community guidelines are. That might say URLs aren't allowed. Oh, Reen, you're ready to part 2, I see. Yeah, we're about to leave. Don't you still need to purchase your tickets? Oh yeah, you're right. It looks like we'd be traveling together as far as Heimdallr this time. Very well. Let's stop dallying and buy them already. Good morning, Class 7. I hear Group A is heading all the way out to the Highlands this month. You heard right. We'll need to change trains twice. First in Heimdallr, then in Roer, right? Correct. From Roer, you'll need to transfer to a freight line for the last leg of your journey. Regrettably, we can't handle that part of your trip here. Actually, it seems arrangements have already been made for that system. We should only need to buy tickets for as far as Roer. That won't be a problem then. Do you want them right now? Yes. Certainly, okay. That's 5 passengers bound to Roer. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. Hi, Layla. She was mad at me. I put her in the chair. Seven steps. Okay. Passengers bound to Heimdallr now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing board please wait on the platform until the train has come to a full and complete stop. Huh. I say we timed that pretty well. Impeccable timing. True. It seems there's a 2-woman cold front blowing your way. Oh, shut up, Gaius. Well, don't worry about us. We'll see what we can do to thaw them out. Yeah, just don't expect them to be waving each other flower crowns when we get back, okay? All right. We'll leave them to you then. Good luck. Here we go. Should I turn this down a bit? It seems fine to me. I have to go all the way. Yeah, this is fine right now, I think. Boom, boom, boom. The less coffee I make, the less I have to edit. I need to remember this one true fact. Wow, these sandwiches really hit the spot. ham, lettuce, and cheese. And I'm getting a hint of pickle in there too. The ingredients are simple enough, but the way they come together is something special. Even the butter tastes different from what I'm used to. And this tea is equally perfect. The sweetness of the lemon complements the tastes perfectly. Well, you have quite the maid looking after you. Well, Mother hired her, not me. She's a talented maid, though, I won't deny that. She handles the typical housework and greeting guests, as you'd expect, but she also manages Mother's schedule. Wow. Managing the company chairman's schedule doesn't really sound like the part of a typical maid's job description. One second, everyone. She really is that talented, though, which is why I can't work out while my mother sent her to look after me. One second, we're going to bring that back in just a little bit. There we go. Those two are up to something. Oh, I just know it. Regardless, there are definitely perks to having her around. I think you should accept your mother's kindness. I agree. She must have started working before sunrise to prepare all of this. I know. Anyway, look at those two. So we're headed to Brianna, the island this time. All I know about it is that it holds some sort of ancient ruins. I'm not certain what to expect. Come to think of it, this will be the first time I've had a chance to see the ocean. What about you two? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen it either. I have. Oh, really? During a landing operation in the core. So speaking of the ruins, Lagarm has some fairly well-known ruins, doesn't it, Laura? Oh yeah, the Saint's Castle or something like that. You must be referring to the Longaran Castle. It's a magnificent stronghold that faces out onto the lake. You can see it from the town itself. It's quite beautiful on the days when the mist clears. Oh wow, sounds like a sight worth seeing. Sounds like you'd be in trouble if a skilled sniper set himself up in there. You know, shut up. Maybe not shut up, that's not the right word, but it just... You know, I was hoping that we'd be done with teenage angst. I really was. Like, we had Machinus and Eustace. We had kind of Alisa and Rean. And now we have these two going at it. It's like, come on, really? Doesn't sound like they're getting along very well. I feared as much. I doubt Fee is doing it on purpose. Laura seems uncharacteristically offended by it too. Yeah, she's usually so composed, but something about Fee seems to get under her skin. Alright everyone, it's time to talk to people and play some Blade. Are you all ready? I'm ready, but are you? Let's turn this down. There we go. Now I can hear things. Oh my god, I got it. Shut up. Hi, Layla. Trista to Heimdallr. Heimdallr Central Station. It never ceases to amaze me just how big Heimdallr Station is. I've heard it said that it's not merely the largest station in Erebonia, but on the entire continent. I'm unaware of another station that can match the 10 tracks found here. When I first transferred lines here on the way to Trista, the amount of people I saw really threw me for a loop. But it's not surprising that there aren't as many folk around this early in the morning. I'm sorry, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. Hang on, you can't give up already. How hopeless. Well, don't worry about it too much. The most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. I suppose you're right. We'll try and keep things from getting too dangerous at least. Anyway, this is where we split up. If you're traveling toward Ordis, you'll be heading west, right? Indeed. Meanwhile, Group A will need to travel northeast to Roer first. I'm so Elliot, I'm so jealous you get to visit Gaius' homeland. You better tell us all about it when you get back. Will do. Take care, everyone. Fee, Laura, you both take care too. We'll see y'all next week. Quite. First sip of the day is it to actify an active bot? Well, I'll get there. Oh, who's this? Oh, hello, purple-haired lady. How are you? And who are you? Black? I wouldn't call that black, but okay.
Is something on your mind, Elise?
Is that Sharon? No. Who are
Has
you?
some rugged, handsome young man caught your eye?
Is that Toa?
Like your brother, perhaps?
Please, Your Highness. I just thought I saw someone I recognized. But it couldn't possibly have been him. I can't imagine what would bring him to the capital this early in the morning.
Someone you recognized? I wonder. But I knew you wouldn't deny it. That your brother is handsome, I mean.
Please. I knew that I shouldn't have told you about him.
Oh, come now, I'm only teasing. There's no need to sulk. I'll give you a little something from Mariage Cross to make up for it.
But that's an adult lingerie brand.
Oh, third woman.
Please excuse us, Captain Claire.
Hello. I haven't seen you since chapter 1.
I'm sorry. I hope I haven't sullied your ears with our scandalous conversation.
Not at all, Your Highness. I came to inform you that the special train to the Imperial Villa will be arriving shortly. I look forward to accompanying you today.
It'll be a pleasure to have you with us.
Wow. Wow, thinking of this person is rich-ish something. A highness of some kind. I need to move this backwards. A highness of something. And she got the captain of the train military police bowing to her. Damn, that's power right there.
Certainly.
I wonder who they hired to put up all these fences. Do you think they used prison inmates to do it? All right. Well, I guess we're gonna do first of the day right here, everyone. All right, ready? Everyone, it is 18 minutes past the F hour. You will know what that means. That is time for the first sip of the day. This is when we as a community come together and do one physical action to make us feel more like a community. That physical action is cheering, which means y'all need something to drink. So if y'all could go ahead and grab your favorite drink of choice, whether that may be coffee, tea, beer, water juice, kombucha, papaya juice, watermelon juice, infused water, infused milk, infused coffee, mixed berry juice, chai tea, lemonade, scotch, gin, whiskey, rye, rum, bourbon, brandies, Bailey, chips like cognac, wine, champagne, moonshine, absinthe, sake, or vermouth. Everyone, cheers for making it through another day. Coffee, everyone. I wanted to bring something up. I wanted to say something about what I said last episode. So last episode, when Rean commented on the size of his chest, I was like, oh, Rean, don't say that. But I want to take that back. And I want to actually not take that back. I want to explain why what he did resonated with me so. So I was thinking about it, right? Men look at boobs. Women look at boobs. Just how it works. It's just how it happens in society right now, right? And most people will look and go, wow, okay, and I'm going to continue my day with whatever I was doing. It doesn't matter. But the gist is it happens. People notice the women's chest. That's just how it is. And so what gets me is not that Rean commented or he thought to it himself that. What got to me was that the game put it in there. Because one is the game has already started with men, boys, teenage men going, hey, I need to defend the women because they're flowers and they need to be protected, right? Class 1. And even when we started the game, a lot of the male students thought, oh, we have to protect the women in here. And then Laura's like, I can fend more for myself. Shut the fuck up. And so this was made in 2013, 15, around there. And so I expected 1 or 2, but this kind of keeps going on with that. So anyway, tangent. The reason why the inclusion of Rean thinking about Emma's breast size is because it didn't need to. It didn't need to do that, right? The game just didn't have to, right? I'm okay with kind of the, oh, we have to protect women because some men are taught that. When they're growing up, some men are in fact taught, oh yeah, you need to protect women at all costs because women for some reason can't defend for themselves, which is just not correct. But for some reason, men are taught that. I was when I was younger. But in mostly no other games that you hear about, or media, not media, games, so you hear about somebody commenting on somebody's breast size. It happens. Also, like when the camera pans on women and shows their whole entire body, but just men shows their face. I was like, really? The game also did that at the beginning. So, like, bad on the game for doing that. But what got me, what I did not like about what Rean said wasn't the fact of what Rean said, but that the game put it in there. On the other hand, let's say if somebody who's a teenager is playing this game, they might see this game and see the like, oh, Rean commented on that, but then didn't say anything else. Teenagers might be like, oh, should I be doing that instead? Not like commenting and then like doing more? Not comment, I was actually thinking about it. So you can take it with whatever direction you want to, but I just wanted to apologize for my reaction last episode. And I was not mad that Rean said it, but I was more mad that the game decided to include that. Anyway. So I'm thinking about, because I stream on YouTube and Twitch, and I'm going to add a third streaming service sometime, I had to think of almost like service agnostic benefits, and here's what I came up with so far. Discord badges, watch all VODs early, access to Patreon messages, thank you message on stream. I said Discord. Oh yeah, and Discord only emotes. I have my Typhlosion emotes that I can't use on Twitch because I'm not an affiliate. And so that's so at $5, you're gonna Discord badge, or somehow to set yourself apart in Discord. You can be able to watch all VODs one day early, access to basic Patreon messages and be part of that community if you so wish, a thank you message on stream, and Discord only emotes. At $10, you get all the $5 incentives, and I will send you an active Fireball sticker in the mail. Ryu 6566 something, I forgot the numbers he used, did that. He actually subscribed at tier 2, and I sent him a sticker in the mail to a different continent. It was pretty great. And access to once a month party game sessions. So things like Fall Guys, you don't know Jack, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. But some kind of like, hey, we are going to be included in this. And $25, all the $10 incentives, and then one-on-one play sessions a month for 1 hour. So you name the game. So we're going to schedule a once a month, you and I get to play something. And then special PM access. So private message access. Send me a message and I will totally respond to you. It's like our own little conversation you have. It's pretty great, isn't it? And that's what I'm having so far. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to think of the names for the tiers. So it's not just maybe tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Then most likely use Patreon. One thing I have that's me, it might be different for other people, but this is for me, is if I'm deciding what to do, like to move forward, if I start looking at different ideas, different ways to go forward. I'm like, I want to pick the better idea, but because I don't know how to weigh the pros and cons, nor do I know what the pros and cons are, I usually freeze. So I said last episode, or I think on Partum Artifacts episode 3, I just froze. There's so many different ways you can collect a monthly subscription from people, different platforms on, and I just had to remind myself that it doesn't matter, right? Let's say I go onto Patreon and it takes like a 7% cut or it's even a 10% cut, right? If somebody's paying me, if somebody's doing the $5 subscription, what's 10% versus 5% on $10? It doesn't matter. Additionally, it doesn't really matter right now. I might have 1 or 2 people subscribing to me. It's fine if it's on Patreon. No one cares. If I do feel like I need to move it later, I can. But hopefully, if I do decide to move where my subscriptions are later, I have a good reason for it. So if you ask why Patreon, most because kind of everyone knows Patreon. I did it once, so it was easy to set up. Everyone else is using it, so let's just use it, right? It's a name brand. People understand it. The other thing I was thinking of was open up an OnlyFans account. Not right now, but I was thinking of OnlyFans because that is a wonderful way to make a private streaming session, right? Because if I stream on Twitch, if I stream on YouTube, if I stream on TikTok, right, everyone's gonna know, right? I guess I could make a second Active Fireball account or a second but then I have to make a second Active Fireball account, a second YouTube account, a second other thing account, so I could have a private stream session. So most likely it would actually be like OnlyFans, be like, hey, yeah, join OnlyFans. But it's like, well, if you're already paying, let's say $10 a month, would you pay extra for OnlyFans? Like an exclusive streaming thing? I think people would. I just don't have enough viewers to make that thing. And then of course, once I get all the subscription stuff on Patreon, I then need to modify Inactive Thought so it tells people about it. So yeah. So that's what's going on, everyone. That's what's going on. All right, so with that out of the way, if you have any questions about it, let me know. Let's continue, shall we? All right, let me tell you a bit more about the Nord Highlands. The Nord Highlands are a mountainous region to the northeast of Erebonia. To get there, we'll need to cross the Isengard Range. That's the mountain range to the north of Roer. I'm guessing we need to pass through quite a few tunnels to get to the other side. Pretty much. We went through quite a few when I was originally traveling to Trista. Anyway, when you reach the other side, you'll be in the Nord Highlands, surrounded on every side by mountains. Other than the Imperial Army bases, the only place you'll find people is in nomadic settlements like the one I'm from. If anything, we have more sheep than people. Wow, really? I'm starting to feel like we're traveling to a country locked in time or something. It sounds like a scene right out of a picture book. In addition to the scenery, the Nord Highlands are also well known for their breeding and raising of horses. Most of the war horses used by the Imperial Army are descended from Highland stock. That's true. Horses are essential to the livelihoods of the folks in my village. Raising horses to be used by the Erebonians is one of my people's primary sources of income. Come to think of it, I seem to remember hearing that the horse we have at home was raised in Nord too. Isn't that also true of the horses in the riding club uses? Correct. All of them originally came from Nord. Even the golden stallion on the Empire's emblem is said to depict a warhorse raised in the Highlands. Or the story goes, at least. Nord has deep historical ties to the Empire. We know today that it's where Emperor Dracos first started building his army, after all. That's right. The Imperial Army still maintains a base on the southern edge of the Highlands, Zander. That's as far north as the trains can take us. I see. We should arrive there somewhere around 4 in the afternoon then. Yeah, but it's just past 8 a.m. now. We should reach Roer Station by midday. After that, we have another 4 or so hours on the freight train to Nord. Looks like we're in it for the long haul. Still, we won't get chances like this often, so let's try to make the most of it. All right, talk to Alisa. Not so much longer now. I guess this is your first time back home since you started at Thor's, right? Does it feel a little awkward being back after you ran away from home? A little, yeah. At least we're only changing trains there, so I don't have to leave the station. I haven't been in Roer since I switched lines there on my way to Trista. Oh, right, I almost forgot. If you came from Ymir, you had to have gone through Roer. I visited Ymir once when I was a kid, but I haven't been there since. I remember it being a really nice place, though. The scenery was so beautiful. Oh, didn't know you actually been. Yeah, it is really beautiful. A place that nice doesn't really fit a guy like me. Are you still sulking over what that twit said during our last practical exam? Pay the House of Rhymes little mind, and they're full of a third son even less. I don't think he meant most of those awful things he said. Yeah, it seemed like his anger just got the better of him. I'll bet he regretted that later. And regardless of what he thinks, we all think you're a swell guy, as a classmate and as a friend. So, don't be hard on yourself. Thanks, guys. It means a lot to hear you all say that. You're hopeless sometimes, Rean. It's easy to forget, but in traveling to the Nord Highlands, we'll actually be leaving the country. It feels strange heading out beyond our borders, a little emotional even. Yeah, we've got a long journey ahead of us. I can only wonder what kinds of things they'll have us doing when we get there. I can't even begin to imagine. Each month seems to throw something new at us. I am a little worried about how Fee's holding up, though. Yeah, there's definitely something going on between her and Laura, but I'm not sure there's anything we can do about that. I'm sure Elliot and Machinus will keep an eye on those two for us. We've got our own battles to face. I'd like us all to come back from this trip in one piece. Yes, you're right, of course. The horses of the Nord Highlands are known for being some of the finest on the continent. With their solid builds, high endurance, and steadfast loyalty to their masters, they truly are the ideal steeds. The Highlands are far from the only place that raises horses, but the horses from Nord are in a class all of their own. Sounds like you couldn't find better horses if you searched across the Empire. Though now I can see why Arthur is such an impressive specimen. Who? Oh, Arthur's the horse we have back at home. My dad would often ride him out hunting with our old dog, Badeau. Back when I was a kid, he'd lift me up on his back and let me ride around. I see. This would be an excellent opportunity to learn more about how the Empire's finest horses are raised right at the source. Wow, he seems like he's really into this. Well, here's a sight for sore eyes. I've been soaked in scenery like this since I first came to Trista. I hope everyone in the settlement is doing well. He seems happy to be home. I've always been curious. How did you end up coming to Thor's anyway? Well, about a year ago, I met a general in the Imperial Army who's posted up here. One thing led to another, and he ended up giving me a recommendation to attend the academy. He was strangely adamant that my skill with the spear would come in handy during my time there. Guess he was right. I can see why an Imperial general might take interest in your spearmanship. Our cavalry's lance and spear training has its origins not just in the tales of Ryan's Sitter, but in the traditions of the Highlands as well. Oh, that's pretty interesting. It's just recently that I've been learning how far back the connection between Nord and Erebonia goes. Indeed. Okay, we're gonna save. Then we are going to play Blade with everyone. Okay. Coffee. Mushroom. Okay. Play Blade. Alisa. It really doesn't fucking matter. So I'm just keep pressing X.
Go on, draw a card. Looks like I'm going first. Bolt. Mirror. I won.
Mm-hmm. That's you. Play Blade. Challenge Emma.
Please go easy on me.
I won't.
Shall we draw then? Allow me to play first then. It looks as though I win this time.
Yay! Good job, Emma. And then play Blade against Usis.
If we have to. Draw a card. Go ahead then. My victory was assured from the start.
That's okay, no worries. Then play against Goliath.
Shall we begin?
Yeah.
Go ahead and draw. It seems we need to draw again. You should go first then. It seems the winds were on my side.
Okay, you're level 2 and that's good. We're gonna stop talking. And enjoy. Schwarz Rock Barrier. $11:50 in the morning. It's only been like 3 hours and some odd minutes, 50 minutes. The Ministry of Railway wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This special express line is bound for Roer. Our next stop is Roer, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when you disembark the train. Here we are. This is my first visit to the Empire's industrial metropolis. Actually, it's my first time too. I passed through when I first came to the academy, but even then, I could see why people associated with the industry. It feels like the whole city is one big, massive iron. Yeah, it really does have that vibe. What are those cone-shaped towers out in the distance anyway? Oh, those are orbital generators for the industrial plants. There are a ton of large factories in the city, so they all need those to create all the orbital energy needed to power them. Wow, really? If I wasn't seeing it for myself, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine a city like this. Oh, my back. Roar! XD. Well, we finally made it as far as Roer. We'll need to transfer to a freight line to reach the Nord Highlands from here, right? Right. There'll be a freight train leaving from platform 4 that we need to board. Platform 4 is up the staircase and to the left, I think. All right, let's not waste any time then. Oh! you? Hello, little boy. All right, platform 4 is what we're looking for. We're looking for platform 4. Ha ha. Clever. Come to think of it, it's already past noon. Perhaps we should purchase some lunches for the rest of the journey. Sounds like a plan. We still have another 4 hours to go. We're going to need to eat something between now and dinner. It seems highly unlikely a freight train would be equipped with vending machines and other such comforts either. We need to go through the ticket gate then. There's a shop in the main part of the station that sells pre-packed lunches.
There won't be any need for that.
Oh no, Sharon?
No way.
Sharon? How did you get here before us? The power of my love for you allows me to do the impossible, my lady.
Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Oh, yeah.
And as you'll see, I've prepared packed lunches for all of you that far surpass this morning's offerings. I do hope you'll enjoy them.
Thanks.
Received a special packed lunch for each member of the group.
We really appreciate you going to all the trouble to make these for us.
True. That said, I'm really curious how you got here before us.
It seems that the Reinford family's maid enjoys a little amusement at the expense of her employer. I imagine you transferred to an airship in the capital?
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? You can cut the time from Heimdallr to Roer in half if you travel by airship, I think.
You got me. I took advantage of the opportunity to borrow the airship's kitchen so I could make your lunches as well. They're quite fresh, so take a moment to savor the taste.
Well, thank you.
We really do appreciate all you're doing for us.
Honestly, I knew you had to be up to something. You're not planning on coming all the way to the Highlands with us now, are you? I'd love to, but unfortunately, I have some other business I must attend to. I may not be able to return to Trista for a while either.
Other business?
Yep, other business.
Sharon will be assisting me with my work.
Who's this? Oh, hello. Who are you? Mom.
Mother?
Hello.
Hello, Alisa. Ah, you all must be members of Class 7.
Marina Reinford.
I'm Alisa's mother, Irina.
Who does your voice, Irina? I don't want to see how many viewers I have Twitch. Thank you very much. I'm the voice actors. Actors Trails, Trails of Cold Steel. Right. 2015. Find Irina. Irina Reinford was made by Jessica Strauss. What did you do, Jessica? She was Irina all the way up to Trails in Cold Steel 4. Oh, she was Lisa and Succubus in Symphony of the Night?
Alucard, is that you?
Oh, she was in Diablo 2. She was in Grandia 3. I've yet to play that game. Hey, Tyranny, if you're watching. This lady, Irina, did Dixie Clemens and Sergeant Clemens in Rumble Rose's Double X. She was Noin in Atelier Iris 2. She was P in GU Dot Volume 1. She was Crucial Lending R Tonolico. She was in Dot GU. She was Neil Alice and Anista in Atelier Iris 3. I should probably maybe finish those games someday. Oh, she was Sappho Rondide in Disgaea 3. She was Lenel and Frey in World of Warcraft. She was in Persona 4, Star Wars and the Last Hope. Wow, she was in a lot of things, wasn't she? Any ones that I've actually played though? Araton Lico, Quona, Knell of Air Seal. I have that game, I haven't played it yet. Tales of Graces. Oh, she was Lilith in Darksiders 2. Tales of Zillia, Killer is Dead, Tales of Zillia 2, Infinite Crisis, Fallout 4, that's Trails of Cold Steel, and the last one she did was Judy in Street Fighter 6. And she also was in TV shows as well, but I don't know the TV shows, so I'm not going to worry about it. Interesting. Okay, it's tight. It's tight, yo. Let's bring up chat. Okay.
Also the chairman of the Reinford Group. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. I'm Rean Schwarzer.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Emma Milstein.
Gaius Warzel. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alberea. A pleasure.
I'm glad you're all managing to get along with my obstinate daughter. I wish I could stay a while, but unfortunately I have work that can't wait. Come along, Sharon.
That's an interesting outfit.
As you wish, Madam Chairman.
You know what's I'm not funny. Did you see the shadow that's under her shirt thing? I don't think that's a separately modeled piece of clothing. It's all one model, and they just put shadow there to make it look like it's 3D.
What? Seriously? You show up like this and that's all you have to say?
What do you want from your mom?
It's always work with you, isn't it? You probably didn't even notice I left home until I was already gone. Now it's just, hello, Alisa, and that's it? My lady.
I did get the impression her relationship with her mother wasn't all sunshine and gumdrops. It seems there's a lot of friction between them.
You can live your life however you see fit.
I actually do that. There are some times I have dreams with my dad that I still yell at him because he doesn't understand me.
I have no intention of forcing the Reinford Group on you, even if you decide to follow a certain someone's path and cast aside all sense of responsibility. It's your choice to make. Besides, I still manage to keep myself informed of the general goings-on in your academic life in the monthly reports I receive from the Academy.
What? I knew Sharon would relay back information about me, but reports from the Academy itself?
Oh, you must not have known. In addition to my other responsibility, I also sit on the Academy's board of directors.
Ah, you're one of the other three. Okay.
Oh my, that means...
Just like Rufus.
It does appear that way. I'd certainly deem the chairman of the Reinford Group a canny choice as a member of the board.
The Reinford Group is heavily involved in the development of the Orbital staff, as well as your Arcus. I must say, I'm quite pleased with the reports I've received on your usage of both. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this month's field study as well. Do give me some good reading, won't you?
Please excuse us, my lady. Take care during the rest of your journey.
Alisa,
You all right?
What does she want from her mom? She's mad. So the question is, what were you expecting? And not just what were you expecting, but why were you expecting it? Not why, just what you were expecting and why you wanted that to happen. All questions I've learned from my life coach, right? Because she got mad. So it's like, well, why did you get mad? I don't know. I wanted her to say this instead. Well, why did you want her to say that? And then why? Because it might be that, well, because my mom didn't say this thing, it doesn't tell me that she loves me or she cares for me. But from her mom's point of view, it might be that I do care for you. I take time to read in what you're doing every month. Like, I don't have to, but I spend my time doing it, so thus I care for you. Damn it. I thought I finally had her out of my hair. But it looks like she was one step ahead of me this whole time. I take it you and your mother aren't on good terms then. Yeah, I think that much was abundantly clear. Things have been rocky between us for a long time now. Once I left home, this was the first step that led me to enrolling me in the academy. But how was I supposed to know I'd gone and signed up for the school she sits on the board of directors for? How could I have been so stupid? Why didn't I conduct a more thorough investigation before I made my choice? I don't know what to say. You have our sympathies, I suppose. Is your mother being on the board of directors really a problem? Well, it's complicated. Usually, she seems like she's only interested in her work, but then she'll suddenly start meddling in my life. She says to just do what I want, but it always turns out wherever I go, she's there ahead of me, just like today. I should have known something was up. The bank account my grandfather gave me to cover my academy expenses hasn't taken a dip since my first day at Thor's. So your mother's been paying your bills the whole time. It seems like a strong possibility, especially considering her presence on the board of directors. It means she cares for you. She's just doing it in a way you don't see. And that sucks. Not sucks. You know, 1 second. There's a YouTube short I saw, and it was dads showing their love and things like, hey, there's a sale at Home Depot. So I wrote the address of the Home Depot on this here. You can have it and go there. Things like, oh, I did this thing for you that you didn't ask for, or I thought of you, so I did this thing. And part of that is because dads back in the day weren't allowed to say love you, weren't allowed to show emotion, you know, except anger. Weren't allowed to cry or anything, because then people would laugh at them, right? I remember. I actually don't remember. And so most likely Alyssa's mom is going, I'm super, super, super busy, yet I'm taking time out of my day to make sure your life is easy. Something like that. And Alyssa sees it as her mom getting in the way and being one step ahead of her, because probably Alyssa's trying to get ahead of her mom, being like, no, I am my own person. I don't need your help. Yet her mom is going, I love you, so I'll make sure, you know, you don't have those many problems. It does seem like a strong possibility, especially considering her presence on the board of directors. I can't see what you're grousing about. Most people would be grateful to have a parent display that much interest. What? At least your mother spared the time to come and greet us. At least she showed the slightest trace of interest in you and your classmates. Oh, you sis. Forget it. Right? See, there you go. Well, we just entered a tunnel. The first of many now that we're going through the mountains. I see. Anyway, how about we dig into those lunches Sharon made for us? That sounds good to me. It seems like she went out of her way to prepare them. All right. These are subpar because she had to make do with the airship kitchen. I won't let her hear the end of it. Well, then let's dig in. You know, I noticed that the freight line still has cushy seats like this. Really? Hi, Derivi. Hi, Derivative. 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 Love you. Wow, so you're going to the Highlands for an academy field trip? Sounds like you're budding soldiers. Sounds like you budding soldiers do some pretty interesting things as part of your training these days. Yeah. I suppose you could say that. Thor's seems quite different from most other military academies in that regard, though. Still, feels pretty neat to see you all dressed up in your uniforms. Watching this stream with your supervision. I didn't know your vision was super. They look pretty sharp on you. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Even at the academy, Caius always stands out because of his height. Yeah, he towers over even the second years. Are all of you people in your settlement of a similar height? Nah, I just say my dad is the only one who really has height on me. My younger brother is fairly short, though. I wouldn't doubt he has another growth spurt coming his way. I seem to remember you mentioned you have quite a few siblings. A younger brother and 2 younger sisters, to be exact. They're a little on the shy side, but I hope you get along with them. Oh! Oh, was that black-haired girl Gaius' sister? Can't do. Still, if you look through the window, it really feels like we're getting close to the Highlands now. Indeed. Man, seeing you kids rushing off on some adventure kind of makes me jealous. Anyway, we're about halfway through the Isengard range by now. We should reach Zander Gate in 2 hours or so, so take this time to relax. Thank you. We appreciate the info. Also, hello, Cricken. Hey, Bang Vote works. Look at that. Does Bang Votes work though? I don't think Bang Votes doesn't work. Okay, I need to do that. I'll fix that, Cricken, I promise. But Bang Votes basically just says what's going on right now, which is yeah, these. This is that. So it just basically shows this. I need to fix that though. I know. I'll fix it, I promise. But just one of the other things I need to fix about an active bot. Wait, what? The title I'm supposed to read doesn't exist. Oh, that's a note to me. Okay. So it does work. It just tries to find something that doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah, I need to fix an active bot. Still, it didn't break though. Which is also nice. Did you meet him back in the spring when you were on your way to Trista? Yeah, I made the same trip back then too. We had plenty of time to kill, so he taught me a lot about Erebonian culture. Sounds like a pretty nice guy. I'll bet they served as a pretty useful primer. It was. There's a lot of people I'm thankful for helping me come this far. The guidance of the winds and the goddess most of all. The winds and the goddess. Classic Gaius. That was quiet as fuck. Yeah, unfortunately, some of the MP3s are just ridiculously quiet. I can't mute. Yeah, that's also something I need to fix. Either raise the volume more. Oh, there we go. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah, a lot of the... I have some dot waves, which is from Grandia 2, and those sound nice. It's the MP3s or the waves from Skies of Arcadia, which is usually quiet. So I won't, that's something as well I need to fix. But see, that's why they're free, so it's not like, oh, I just wasted points on this. But thank you for using the commands, Crick, and I do appreciate it. Mostly no one else is using them, so thank you. Hey, that looks like we ought to be coming out of the last tunnel by now. I see. Alisa, Eustace, we're almost there. Oh. Yeah. So this is... I can only make it just out in the distance, but it looks like that's it. So that's the Nord Highlands. I'll admit it appears even more breathtaking than I was expecting. I'll be even happier to hear you say so once you've seen it up close. Hello, sweetie. I hope you're doing well. I hope the drive was okay. Also, you know who came and visited? Derivative. Derivative showed up today. Oh, yes. I'm going to tell you something. Fuck. I think you'll like this. I don't know. So there's this woman, Alyssa's mom showed up. Her name is Arena Reinford, and a lady by the name of Jessica Strauss does her voice acting. And so she's done voices for a game that you have played, and I think you would really like. Yeah, she was Dixie Clemens and Sergeant Clemens in Rumble Rose's Double X. I thought you would like that little tidbit. Yeah. Probably need to play Rumble Roses someday. Although Rumble Roses Triple X seems more, Double X seems more fun. I just need my 360 not to be dead. I know you do. I should also set up a donation incentive. Ah, you've arrived. I know it is, isn't it? It's a pleasure again to see you, Lieutenant General. Likewise. It's been months since I last saw you. Seems almost surreal to see you standing there in a military academy uniform. No, I'm... Oh my god. Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Voting and donation incentives. That's cute. Hi, Derivative. Are you back? Here, Derivative. Derivative. Come on, Derivative. Look, window's open. You know what's going on. You're such a smart girl. Come on. All right, Derivative. Whatever. Oh, that's really cold. Though this is the first time I've seen the Thor's ensemble in red. This is the color they use for my class, Class 7. It looks like he's pretty high up in the Imperial Army. Yeah, I'm betting he's the Lieutenant General in charge of Zendergate. He seems quite close to Gaius. An Imperial General with an eye patch. That seems familiar somehow. These must be your classmates. I know what to do with this dude. Okay. Indeed. These are about half my classmates from Class 7. I'm Reans. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Alisa Reinford, sir. I'm Emma Milstein, sir. Uses Alberea. It's an honor. Seems like your classmates are interesting. Seems like your classmates are as interesting a bunch as I've heard. Lieutenant General Zex Zander. Zex? Zex. I'm Zex Zander Vander, commanding officer of the Imperial Army's 3rd Armor Division. Pleased to finally meet you. One-eyed Zex. Ah, so you're one of the guardians of the Arnor family. Oh, it seems some of you already know about me. Eating his mustache. That's adorable. A guardian of the Arnor family. Ah, now I remember. The Vanders are a celebrated military family responsible for protection of the Imperial family. And one-eyed Zex Vander is said to be one of the Imperial's army's finest generals. They say the Vander and the Arsenid schools of swordsmanship are the 2 most renowned styles in Erbonia. It's truly an honor to meet you, sir. Oh, I'm just a military man, hardly deserving of quite that level of praise. I'd love to hear all about you and your excursions to the Highlands, but unfortunately, we're not time. You should set out as soon as possible if you want to reach the settlements. I agree. Were you able to take care of all the arrangements? I did, rest assured. What arrangements? We need to head out now if we want to reach Gaius' home by sundown, right? Right. Which is why I asked the Lieutenant General to arrange some transportation for us. All right. Just follow me and I'll show you the way. Although his voice is kind of hard because I have to breathe in a lot. I don't know why I am, though. Wow. Well, that's cool. Look at all that same textured grass. Okay. Derivative isn't in here. I'm gonna close this because this is Oh, that's too cold. It's too cold. It's guys, it's cool. It's cooling down, everyone. It was nice and like 60 degrees on Monday. Now it's like lower than that, and it's sad. It's simply breathtaking. I had no idea a land so beautiful lay at the far end of the railway, where the sidewalk ends. Honestly, I suppose words are woefully inefficient in the face of such majesty. Glad to hear you think so. Horses! Hello, horsies. Horses. Are you saying we have to travel to the settlement on horseback? The Highlands are way too vast to cover in any reasonable length of time on foot. You'll be fine. You're a member of the riding club, and Rean and Alisa both have riding experience, right? The fuck are the girls supposed to do? Those skirts are way too short for horseback riding. Yeah, I think I can manage. I learned back at home, so I should be okay as long as we aren't making any trick jumps or something. I'm afraid I've never ridden a horse before. Not a problem. You can hitch a ride on the back of someone else's horse. Alisa would probably be the best choice considering the balance of weight. I can do that. Is that all right with you, Emma? Yes, although I feel a little bit nervous. Let's mount up at once then. Up there, you just have them in their skirts. Okay. All right, steady now. Steady. This is a fine horse. Are you doing okay back there, Emma? Yes, I'm fine, I think. Make sure to hold on tight when we start moving. This should be a fun trip.
They're all top quality horses raised here in the Highlands. At a good clip, should be able to reach the settlement in under an hour. Oh, and before I forget, sure guys won't have much need of this, but the rest of you should take a map of the Highlands.
A map? Obtained Nord Highlands map. Wow, such a high level of detail. It looks as though the army's surveying expertise is being put to good use.
Indeed, I will prove useful during your field study.
You know, this guy's a nice gate guardian. You know who's a dick? The gate guardian Trails of Sky 1. Like, he's a dick for his own reasons. He responds to power well, and when he did, it was amazing. But he was such a dick. He was so annoying. I forgot his name, though.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, that's about it from me. You should be heading out. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you. Give my regards to the elder Lacan. Lacan?
Xenogears. Trails and Cold Steel in the same universe. Confirmed. We will. Thank you for seeing us off, sir. If you'll excuse us then. Yes, all the horses are exactly in lockstep.
Apart from the bustle of the city.
It really is. I feel like I'm one with the wind.
Indeed, but if you didn't go too fast, that would be great.
Did you freeze? Why? Why? Come on, PS3. This is the second time you froze on me. What is this bullshit? Oh, and I didn't save after playing Blade with everyone. Yes, it doesn't really matter now, does it? That sucks. Well, let's hope it doesn't happen again. Usually, though, the only game I've had where I couldn't get past a certain part, all I have to do is movie, and now I know how to skip past movies. That makes life easy. Oh my god, my legs. What time's only 8:42? We have plenty of time. I just have to do movies. It's just so the only game that I haven't been able to get past a freezing point is Skies of Arcadia on the Dreamcast. And from what I've heard from Dreamcast Skies of Arcadia speedrunners, it freezes quite a bit. Which absolutely sucks. So yeah. Besides all, like, it froze when playing Drakengard 3. But it got past that. This is the that time I thought once we got to like the PS3, Xbox era, we would be done with freezing games by now. Seems like that's not the case. I did talk to everyone, but I'm not going to raise everyone's relationship level. I really don't want to deal with that again right now, even though it's 50. So I feel like I should. Because it might lead to something, but I don't know. So, oh well. Maybe I was just in the cutscene too long. I don't know. We'll live. I'm so glad I figured out how to skip all this. Oh my god, that went horrible to try to get back here on normal mode. Right, there's no run, but I'm already running. I'm used to Star Rail where you can just toggle running. Oh my god. I think besides Star Rail, that's a modern gamer have had to toggle to run. Right? Most games now just have auto run on. Sorry, they have running as the default and you have to toggle to walk. Interesting. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to put, probably what I want to do is have a way to put sounds on their own OBS channel. Then we can always hear them. But if I do that, that's gonna be hard because then it also come out in video game music. So I have to figure it out. Or I can just always make the music loud enough so it could be heard over the video game music. Figure it out. Realize I've spent all this time just reading text. Which is fine, right? I'm assuming an 8-hour train ride would have a lot of text to it. Let's go. All right. Will you freeze again? Remember Final Fantasy VII did that as well.
This is worlds apart.
Oh, we can't skip this. Okay.
It really is. I feel like I'm one with the wind.
All right.
Indeed.
What happens?
If you didn't go too fast, that would be great.
No
I'm sure it
freezing.
will feel natural in time. No doubt the riding club would be fuming with envy if they could see us now.
I'll bet.
Skies of Arcadia just scarred me with freezing, though.
Anyway, my home settlement is due northeast of here. Hopefully we'll be able to reach it before sundown.
Can they actually talk to each other when they're riding a horse?
Let's move.
Seems like they wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, hey, look at that. How to ride a horse. Horseback riding controls are largely the same as those for regular movement. Use the left stick to move and dash by pressing the R1 button. Do we have any, can I save? I can. Sweet. So what's that? It's been 46 minutes plus 30 minutes. So it's been a bit over an hour of just reading and cutscenes. That's what I get for playing a JRPG, right? Oh, that turning radius is tiny. Can I just mount here? No, okay. Oh my god, I hate this so much. I hate it. I can't see where I'm going because fucking Reans in the way. Damn it. Oh my god. That's where we're going. Wow. Okay. Because on the box, this talks about horseback riding. And I thought to myself, where's horseback riding a thing? I don't understand. It seems it's just when we get to the North Highlands, then there's horseback riding. So there's shrines up there. That's really cool. That's cute.
You're as excited as a child.
I think I'm just caught up in the moment.
Also, the horse's hooves are fairly irregular. Is that supposed to happen? Is that how horseback riding works? I've actually never galloped on with a horse before, so I have absolutely no idea. You know who has? Ayla, haha, that's the word. So, which way do we go? The plains are so vast that it's surprisingly easy to lose your sense of direction. True. Maybe it'd help if I showed you a couple of major landmarks to help you get your bearings. Over that way is Zander. That's where we came from. The landmark over there is Triangular Rock. It's sort of the centerpiece of this part of the Highlands. It's so massive. The further away we can see it from, the middle of the landmark it'll be. Oh, what's that building over to the left? That's Emma's voice, sorry. Oh, that? It's a watchtower built by the Imperial Army in the southern-east part of the Highlands. Heard they built it to keep an eye on the Calvert Republic out to the east. Oh, so that's an Imperial Army watchtower. I suppose it should come as no surprise that the army would want a watchtower here. True, the Highland borders both Calvert and Erebonia, much like Crossbell. Yep, and finally. If you look toward those mountains, my home is in that direction. Gotcha. Let me take another look at the map. Okay, I think I have a better idea of where everything is now. It seems like we ought to keep this map handy until we're more familiar with the Highlands. Come to think of it, this is nice music. I really enjoyed this music. This is some good music you got here. What are those stone pillars over there? Oh, now that you point them out, I'm surprised I didn't notice them before. They seem man-made, or at very least, not the sort of construct nature would leave lying about. There are quite a few similar objects and structures scattered across the Highlands. Most folk think they're what remains of the Neolithic civilization that existed here over 1,000 years ago. Wow, that's pretty far back. I suppose in that way, they're not dissimilar from the animist ruins in Erebonia. Perhaps so. I'm not surprised you're curious about them, but we should save that discussion for later. Right now, we need to reach the settlement before sundown. Right. Okay, let's ride. You know, one thing I have had to force myself to do is to slow down my reading. When I streamed every day, you can see this a lot when I played Near Gestalt. I would speed up the reading that I did and how fast I read when I got closer to the game, to the streaming being done for the day, because I felt like I wanted to do more in the game, right? But now, because I'm streaming only basically every other day.
The sun's almost down.
We're almost at the settlement. Let's keep up the pace, guys.
Now that I'm streaming most bad ever once every day, I've learned to just slow down and enjoy what I'm doing and not read as fast. Also, if I read as fast, then everyone else gets to hear fast reading and no one likes that. So I need to slow down and just enjoy my time so you will all enjoy your time. this is nice and quaint music. I don't think my coffee's going to be here till like Saturday or Monday. I need to start not drinking as much. Wow. So this is Gaius' home, huh? Even though I've never been here before, it feels nostalgic somehow. Indeed, the scenery makes me a little wistful for my own home. You can say that again. Well, we don't actually stay in this area all year round. Sometime between summer and fall, we move to another location farther to the north. I guess that's why they call you nomads then. Is that why you live in those strange tent buildings? Yep, they're made with thick cloth and designed so we can put them up and take them down pretty easily. Anyway, let's show you to my home first, then we can go greet the elder after. Bro! Am I right? 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 I am not right. Oh, 1 second. Oh my god. I'm on the cord. There we go. You're finally back. Welcome home. We missed you. Hi, Leela, Sheeta. I'm back. Good to see you looking well too, Thoma. Glad you made it back safe. It's good to see you, bro. Thanks. That's on his voice. Aw, they really seem to love him. Watching him makes me wish I had a little brother and sister of my own. It does. Oh, hey. Are these the people you wrote about in your letters? They are indeed. The illustrious, industrious Class 7. It's nice to meet you. I'm Oh, Gaius' brother, Thoma. These are our sisters, Sheeta and Lily. It's nice to meet you. Are you bro's friend? Sure are. It's good to meet you too. I'm Reen. I'm Alisa, and it's lovely to meet you. Oh, you're so cute. I'm Emma. Usus Alberea. I'm honored. Wow, they all seem so Erebonian. I'm glad to see you've been blessed with such wonderful friends. Oh, hello. You know, this is the Stormblood expansion of Trails of Cold Steel. Dad, Mom, I'm home. Oh, welcome home, Gaius. It's a pleasure to finally meet you all. I'm Gaius' mother, Fatma. Fatma. His mother? But you look so young. Flattery will get you everywhere. I'm Gaius' father, Lacan Warzel. I'm very glad to meet my son's friends and schoolmates. The pleasure's all ours, likewise. I've prepared a place for all of you to stay while you are our guests. There's much to discuss, of course, but you should drop off your belongings there first. It will soon be sundown. Come to my home and share in our evening meal. You know what games should do? Be able to save in the middle of cutscenes. Right? Especially with some games, so the cutscenes as long as they are. Especially like Xenosaga, right? People just pause and turn off your game, save and turn off, because Xenogears can pause. And modern game consoles like Xbox One, I think all the way more recent games like PS5, you can go to the home screen and that will pause it. But if you turn off the console, you have to redo the cutscene. You could save in the middle of cutscene, would be nice. And you can't tell me it won't work. Star Rail is perfect with that, right? I can pause, I can press the L trigger, and anywhere else, everything just stops. And the text starts right where I left off, so it's totally possible. I don't know how easy or hard it is, but it's possible. But being able to save, oh my god, would probably save so many kids from being yelled at by the parents. This is delicious. How did you get it to taste so good? We season the pheasant meat with herbs and rock salt, then wrap and cook it. It's made to the tastes of us Highlanders, so I don't know if Erebonians will like it.
All I can say is I'll be one in seconds soon. Those grilled skewers are really good too. They've got this deep, rich flavor.
Oh, those are kebabs. We just stick some lamb meat on a skewer and grill it. The food here is exquisite. I've never tasted its like. I almost feel sorry for the rest of our class. I almost feel sorry that the rest of our class isn't here to enjoy it. I'm glad you think so. Here I was worrying that the taste might not agree with you two. Everyone loves Mommy's cooking.
No doubt you're all tired from your long journey. Nord cuisine is effective at easing fatigue. That's important when you travel as much as we do. I can see why. I already feel a little more relaxed. When Rean gets relaxed, his accent comes out a little bit.
Maybe I should get those recipes so I can teach them to Sharon. Try some of this tea too. We make it with local herbs. It's supposed to be good for digestion.
Like pun.
Oh, thank you, I will. It has a very gentle taste.
The land of Nord is nothing if not a free country. I have no doubt your time here will make for a very unique experience, though not without inconveniences here and there. Still, these Highlands have plenty of history with your own homeland.
Might you be referring to the story of Emperor Dragons?
We've been learning in class how during the war, by the way, War of the Lions in here is not the same as War of the Lions and Final Fantasy Tactics, because those take place in Ivalice. So, he first started gathering his army here in Nord.
That's right. Tales of Emperor Dragons' exploits are passed down here in Nord too. After the war ended, he became Emperor of Erebonia and swore eternal friendship with the people of Nord. That friendship has held strong to this day, and I pray it will continue far into the future. I see. While the people of Nord are not counted as true Erebonians, they're still regarded as our close friends and allies. That's about how it shakes out. Though recently, the Calvert Republic has been creeping into the southeastern Highlands. I've been trying to cultivate good relationships with the people there, but the Republic's forays into the Highlands have certainly created some tension. The Empire and the Republic are old foes after all. Thankfully, we've managed to avoid armed conflict in the last few years, although politically and economically, relationships between the two are only growing worse. It seems likely that simmering conflict is what led to that incident in Crossbell last month. No doubt an outgrowth of the ongoing conflict between pro-Calavardian and pro-Erebonian forces in the government.
So it seems.
Be it that as it may, to both countries, Nord is a remote region of relatively little importance. While there is a military presence in the Highlands, that's not something you should have to worry about during your stay. Just try to focus on your field study while you're here.
We'll do what we can.
You must be the one who chose our tasks for this month's field study, right?
Indeed I did.
Though the hour is already late, I'll give you your tasks in the morning. As for the area, your color, and your study, I think it would be wise to focus on the southwestern plains tomorrow morning.
The southwest,
We crossed that area in our trek here today, I believe.
Yeah, the Highlands are a vast, wide open space. They extend well past the northern end of the settlement too. But let's just start with the southwestern plains. Sounds good to me.
So everything we've got on the agenda for tomorrow will be in the southwest?
Exactly. Try and be back at the settlement around noon, guys. I'll give you the remaining tasks after our midday meal. Got it, Dad.
Anyway, here I am talking your ear off. Well, I should be letting you get some rest after your long day. We rise before the sun here, so sleep well. Morning will come sooner than you think. Do you think they have bras? Sorry, because all of these other clothing see here seems hand woven, right? And so in the modern day, if you want to hold your boobs up, you have a bra or you have a corset, but there's none of those here. So yeah, probably there's something, Tierney. It's just, yeah, maybe a wrap. I mean, she has a wrap on, but that's definitely not enough to hold anything up. So probably there's something under that. I'm just thinking out loud. The place we've prepared you has beds ready. Can you show them the way, Gaius? Sure thing. I want to show them the way too. Me too. Come on, I'm sure Bro can handle it on his own. Thank you so much for the meal. Good night, everyone. Yeah, something. Sorry, I know you girls probably would have preferred separate rooms, but this is what we got. Oh, don't worry about it. Rean and Eustace are both gentlemen after all. We have nothing to worry about. But of course. Thanks, guys. You'll be staying over at your family's place then? My sisters both insisted on it. I couldn't turn them down. Will it be alright if I come and wake you guys up before sunrise? That sounds fine. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep the moment my head hits the pillow. By all means, get your beauty sleep. Alright, pleasant dreams, everyone. Good night, guys. And Belsham! He's quite the fortunate man. I thought the same thing while we were eating dinner. He's got those adorable siblings, 2 parents who really care about him. I can see where Gaius gets his calm and level-headed personality. Part of a caring family, growing up side by side with nature like this. It's like he couldn't have turned out any other way. True enough. Anyway, it sounds like we've got an apologizingly early wake-up call coming our way. We should get some sleep. No objections from me. I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep on my feet at this rate. Well, let's get dressed for bed and turn off the lights. I know. We're going from here to Paris and Paris to India. Oh my god, that was horrible. Remember when I got back? Actually, no, because I was too stressed to sleep on the flight. All right, it is now 6:27. More talking before we get to save. But that's okay. Oh, do we have voice acting now? I don't have to talk?
Where am I? Oh, right. Highlands.
I feel surprisingly energetic. Maybe it's the clean air or the great food we had yesterday. I wonder if Master Coffey trained out in the wilderness like this.
You're up early, Rean.
Morning, guys.
Hi, traditional clothing, look at that.
Whoa, hold on. Why are you dressed like that?
Oh, I was just helping put the sheep out to pasture. They should almost be done fixing the morning meal now.
Okay, I guess we should wake up the others then.
Everyone, get up.
Eustace, Alisa, Emma.
Rise and shine, everyone. It's officially the crack of dawn.
Where am I?
Are those sheep? Gossip.
You got.
I suppose none of you are used to waking up quite this early.
There's like some kind of weird energy when you get up before the sun almost, or during sunrise. It feels like, all right, I'm up, let's go. It's weird. fine before 6 in the morning there. This is delicious. I concur. Is it kind of a milk porridge? Well, I guess. We make it with sheep's milk and salt-cured meat. Sheeta and Lily make it fresh for you themselves. Yeah, I helped. Wow, that young and you're already better cooks than me. I really need to get this recipe from you two. Okay, well, first thing you do is... Your friends all seem like such nice people. It would seem the winds have blessed you with their guidance. I think so too. Actually, it should be the opposite way around. Guys' voice should be a bit higher than his dad's. Okay then, let me give you this. Obtained Field Study Envelope June. Field Study Day 1. Morning. Assigned tasks. Delivery to the Watch Tower. Could someone deliver something to the soldiers in the Imperial Army's watchtower for me? If so, I'll be at the trading post. Turning over a new leaf. I need ingredients for a very important medicine, and I would like to request that you obtain them from me. I will tell you more in person, so please come and speak to me at my home. Return to Zander.
I have a very important request for Class 7 pertaining to a monster prowling the Highlands. Come speak with me in the commander's room at Zander's Gate for more information. Be prepared for battle.
Let's see. We'll be helping gather some medicinal herbs, and oh, there's even a request from Zander Gate. It seems like you've chosen tasks that help us get familiar with the Highlands. That's the idea. I put a lot of thought into choosing tasks that would give you a nice, sweeping overview of life here. As I said yesterday, you should be able to complete all these requests in the southwestern reaches of the Highland. Understood. Thanks again. All right, we've got work to do. So we need to finish all these tasks, then we're here by noon? Yep. We'll be having lunch back here at the settlement. Also, I wouldn't recommend leaving the settlement without a horse. The Highlands are vast. I'd hate if any of you got lost or collapsed out there because you headed out on foot. Oh, that's true. You best pay heed to where we're going. May the blessing of winds and the goddess be with you. Take care, everyone. The settlement contains 3 useful facilities. The Elder's Home acts as an orbital factory. The Trading Post acts as a weapon and armor shop. The Lodging Yurt allows you to rest. Visit them whenever you need. Guys can now use the S-Craft Calamity Hawk. That sounds just intense. What's the description of Calamity Hawk? And we're going to read the description, then we're going to be done. It is now 9:10 in the morning, and work needs to happen. Chores need to happen, and then work. And Andy needs his food. Status? Class SS Plus. Descends upon foes the hawk-like aura. Attack Ariel. Well then, everyone, that is it for today. All right, everyone. So what did we get done today? We got a lot of stuff done. Basically, it was just story time. It was just story time today, everyone. That's what it was. We finally got to the North Highlands, and all of the game was just reading. We saw Alisa and her mom, and Alisa being mad, but then Eustace is like, God fucking damn it, Alisa. Your mom personally came out to see you and say something. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you got. Not that harshly, but that's probably what he meant. And Alisa was like, oh, yeah, that's kind of true, huh? Sharon was a bamf. We also saw a princess of something, and the commander of the Imperial Railroad military bowed to her. Oh man, politics is politics, everyone. So what can you expect next episode? Next episode, we will be actually doing these field study tasks. Fucking finally. That's what we're going to be doing, is the field study tasks. So I hope everyone here is excited for that. Otherwise, everyone, Kai Key is streaming. She is trying to speed run Phantasy Star Online episode 1 as a faux new world, so that should be fun. With that out of the way, lurkers who are lurking, thank you so very much for lurking. Watchers who are watching, thank you so very much for watching. Bots who are botting, thank you so very much for botting. Love you all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.